What if you had a chance to run a pig farm the professional way? Or you are already a pig farmer and you want to step up your operational standard to improve the profitability of your business. What will you do differently? Well, whether you're a beginner or an old-timer, here are 5 things you must know as a pig farmer. The first thing is keep what you can feed. You need to be able to measure your fund level in relation to your stock level for a time period to see if you can even feed these animals before it's time for sales. You know, it's very easy to be confused and think that success in pig farming depends on the number of pigs you have. And some farmers might just keep stocking pigs in the farm only to realize they can't keep up with the feeding. If you have the funds for 50 pigs, stock 50 pigs. Don't try to maintain or feed 50 pigs with the funds for 30 pigs. You will end up trying to manage the feeding costs by reducing the quality of the feeds, which will in turn affect the growth of the pigs, reducing their immunity, leading to sickness, and then you spend more funds on the medications, but the pigs are still not looking good enough for sales, so you end up selling at a loss after all the suffering, and then pig farming is a bad business. No, you did not calculate the risk. Speaking of calculated risk, everyone needs to be reminded that there is a galloping inflation worldwide, and the cost of feeding animals is getting out of hand by the day, and it's taking a toll on farmers. This is making it hard for people to stay in business. So what if you notice that the amount of funds you have is no longer sufficient to feed the available pigs in your farm? There are 2 things you can do. You either sell off some of the pigs to meet the fund level, or source for funds somewhere so you can maintain quality feeds for your animals. So please, always calculate the risk of feeding the available pigs in your farm, else they will feed you with frustration and you'll be running at a loss. Secondly, get good breeds. If you are feeding your pigs with quality feed, but they are not gaining weight as much as they consume feed, then perhaps you need to consider changing your breeds to commercial breeds that grows and reach market weight faster. It is said that even if you give all the nutrition in the world to a goat, it can never be as fat as an elephant, because it only has the growth characteristics of a goat. So instead of keeping goat-like pigs, try to find good breeds like Duroc, Landrace, Large White, Tamworth, or the crossbreeds of any of them, and enjoy quality results that comes from feeding quality feed to your pigs, gaining all the reward for your hard work. You should also be aware that there are other factors you can influence to address the slow growth in your pigs, like regulating temperature, deworming, increasing the space, and stuff like that. I already made a whole video on this topic, and you'll see the link at the end of this video in case you want to look it up. Number 3, invest in knowledge. Now, it's good to have passion, but please be informed, because information is power. Note that this point is not only for the beginners. Whether you are new to pig farming, aspiring to invest in pig farming, or you are an old-timer, you need to keep feeding yourself with what is happening in the pork industry. How to go about certain challenges, the best breed to stock. You know, you have to learn from other farmers as well. What are they doing to get by or tackle the certain roadblocks that is in the pork industry? Get this information, share ideas. If you are the reading type, you can visit websites like www.pic.com, thepigsite.com, or Pig Progress, or Pork Checkoff, and read timely knowledge and tips in pig farming. And for a more convenient experience, you can just log in on YouTube and search for Pork Fight Farms. Click on any video of interest, and I'll be right there waiting to feed you with just the right dose of information to keep you going. Our aim here is to grow a community of smart and hardworking farmers and investors alike. Share and communicate ideas in order to get the best from the pork industry. So if you have watched this video to this point and you haven't hit the like button or the subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Come on, join the community, share your views in the comment sections below, and let us grow together. Now let's make some progress. Number 4, adopt biosecurity measures. Whether it's going to be subtle biosecurity measures or extreme biosecurity measures, you need to have a kind of biosecurity measures adopted in your farm. The most dangerous risk every pig farmer must look out for is swine flu, the COVID-19 of the pork industry. One single outbreak can cause extreme loss to farmers. In April 2019, there was an attack of this deadly virus in Lagos and Ogun State, Nigeria, affecting many pig farmers, including Okeawo Farms, the biggest pig farming cooperative in West Africa. Almost 1 million pigs were lost in this outbreak, and a lot of farmers have not recovered from that predicament. News like this should get every farmer on their feet. Try to find subtle means you can adopt biosecurity measures in your farm. Wash your hands before you enter your farm. Having a separate attire specially for farm use. Having separate boots for farm purposes alone. There is no way that swine flu can hit your farm without coming in somehow, so you have to be at the lookout. Don't allow anyone to come into your farm without observing these protocols. Now, tips and information like this is what farmers need to stay strong in the industry. Number 5, avoid inbreeding. Inbreeding is the act of breeding two pigs that are closely related, like breeding a pig with its offspring or breeding two pigs that are from the same litter, that's like brother and sister, or breeding two pigs from different litters but that have the same father. In any case, the damages inbreeding can cause depends a lot on how closely related the two pigs are. Inbreeding reduces the productiveness and the overall well-being of pigs. Most sows that give birth to tiny piglets is an outcome of inbreeding. If you find out in your farm that you don't have a boar that is not closely related to any sow or gilt that is available in your farm, try to contact other farmers. And if you are bringing a sow or a gilt from another farm, try to know its history so that you don't cross it with a boar that it is related to in your own farm. Inbreeding reduces productivity, it reduces profitability, and every farmer needs to be aware of the dangers that's associated with inbreeding. Try to avoid it at all costs. Now, right there were the 5 things that I feel that every farmer should know in order to be successful in his pig farming business. If you got value from this video, please like, subscribe, turn on the notification so that you get a ting ting when my next content is out.